I've been in real estate since 1987.
If you were to wake up tomorrow and you were a brand new real estate agent, how would you get your first listing?
I'm sure they know you're in the business now for selling real estate.
Paul Chiolo, thank you so much.
Thanks.
So I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to going through some of these questions about your brokerage, your brokerages, I should say, plural, because you are ahead of many of them. So, Paul, tell us how the idea came about to partner with KW and how long you've been with KW for.
Okay. So I've been in real estate since 1987. Opened up Oceanside Realty in 1991, and we were independent for roughly 20 years. But in 2010, a lot of friends of mine around the country that I've taught wealth building with and different things in an organization called Star Power, I kept seeing them change into Keller Williams. So I inquired to a friend of mine actually in Wasilla, Alaska, and she turned me on to, at the time, a man named Mark Willis, who's a CEO. So I flew out to Austin to meet with him, and then I started visiting Keller Williams offices. And I noticed that the culture in the offices was similar to this organization I belonged to, is what attracted me the most. And I pretty much at that point in 2010 purchased the franchise for Cape May County and the lower end of Atlantic County as well.
Wow. That's all Alaska. How did you make that connection?
We used to teach together.
Okay.
There was a man named Howard Britton, which is kind of my mentor. He owned an organization called Star Power, and we were different teachers for him. So, we really looked up to Howard, and we all, as teachers and instructors and students, all became friendly over the years. And Kristen Cole, who was the person that owned the Keller Williams in Wasilla, Alaska, when she switched, she actually owned the largest Remax franchise up there. When she switched to Keller, I had a call and say, what's this about? And that's how it started.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Paul. So if you were to wake up tomorrow and you were a brand new real estate agent, how would you get your first listing?
My first listing would be simple. It's what we tell every agent. It's just to, first of all, take our software, start your database, put your sphere of influence in. I mean, this goes back to when I started in the 80s. So you got to put everybody in there, everybody you know, everybody you've ever dealt with, whatever line of work you came from before, or if you're fresh out of school, you're going to put in all your doctors, your dry cleaner, whoever, UPS man, your FedEx guy, everybody you know, friends and family especially. If I tell you how many times an agent gets upset because their cousin or their aunt listed with somebody and didn't even know they were in real estate. So it's very important to put your family in and then start direct marketing to them and making sure they know you're in the business now for selling real estate. Yeah.
Love that answer. Would you say, how long would you say on average a new agent who's just starting the business, well, if they're working 8 hours a day,
right,
40-hour works full time, 40-hour work weeks full time, how long would you say it usually takes an agent to get their first listing or their first buyer?
Well, statistically, we know that if we don't get an agent in production in 90 days, there's a chance of the agent leaving the business, okay, because they're very discouraged. So at least in our franchise, when you start, we have 2 productivity coaches on staff. The agent immediately goes into productivity training to give them the tools necessary in the training to get their first deal. So if they're putting in 8 hours a day, if they're really working it and doing what their coach is asking them to do, they're going to definitely have a deal in that first 90 days. That'll keep them enthusiastic and then keep them moving forward.
And that leads us to our next question. What kind of support or resources do you provide that helps agents succeed?
Well, this is a good timing for the question because we just started a new agent this week. So when an agent comes in, he immediately meets with our staff, and we have an onboarding team. So they get onboarded. And during the onboarding process, they get their laptops all set up with connecting to all our printers and all our locations. This way, no matter which one of our offices an agent goes into, they're automatically on our network and can print and do all that kind of thing. But more importantly is we set them up on our software. At Keller Williams, we have a software product called Command. Command is a database management system and also has a host of trainings involved in it. So our team takes them through the basic training, then they get handed off after 3 days to our productivity coaches, where they work with them to keep on moving forward.
Excellent. What qualities do you look for in an agent who wants to join your team?
First, for us, first quality we're looking for is their culture. You know, what are they about? Where are they from? What kind of education do they have? Talk about their families, talk about their goals, where they see themselves in 5 and 10 years, and making sure culturally they're a fit for our company.
And are you guys currently taking on new agents to join?
Always.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Can you talk about how your leadership team is structured and what makes it work?
Sure. We're fortunate that we have a large leadership team. So besides me, I'm what's known as the operating principal. So my job is to oversee and pretty much provide the financial backing for our franchise. Then we have our market center administrator. Our market center administrator is the person that manages our staff and cuts all the checks. So the agents always like our market center administrator. Then we have an assistant market center administrator, which includes in the title, helps our market center administrator with check, accounting, and also working along with our staff. We have an agent services coordinator. That's the person you're going to meet when you get onboarded. Or an agent has any question anytime, we have our agent services coordinator, known as an ASC. We have a lot of acronyms in this company, but that's the person that's there. It's like a concierge for our associates. Under that, then we have a person that handles our incoming rental calls, and we have front desk personnel as well. So we're very well staffed, and it's a little different than any other franchise. Our customer is our agents. Okay, our customers are not the buyers and sellers. So as a leadership team, we focus on growing our agents, and that's who we look at as our customer. Yeah.
Do you take like reciprocal agents who might be, let's just say they have a real estate business in Philadelphia or the suburbs of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, maybe Delaware?
Yeah.
Would you allow them to also, put their New Jersey license with your offices?
Yeah, we have plenty of agents like that, and also our franchise. We also own what's called Keller Williams Liberty Place, and we're located in the Sierra Center in Philadelphia, 30th Street Station. So we have about 20 agents that are under our umbrella there. But we also have agents from other Keller Williams offices, and some agents that are independents that their New Jersey license is hung with us. Because we have agents, a lot of them have homes at the shore. So when they're down here, they work. And eventually, a lot of times they plan on retiring and then just working full-time down here with us. Yeah.
Got it. What would you say your overall outlook is on the Jersey Shore real estate market?
Well, what I've been preaching for years, and that I pretty much believe is happening, is I don't see, I'll give you an example. A buyer is always waiting for relief in pricing. Prices are going to come down. I don't see it. I think prices will continue to increase. I think no matter what you buy today, 10 years from now, you're going to look like a genius. And my theory on this is that I think what we're witnessing is the biggest transfer of wealth that we're going to see for the next 50 years. Because baby boomers, me being one of them, the trailing edge at least, we are going to be transferring incredible amounts of wealth to our children. And I believe it's those children who grew up in the Delaware Valley in North Jersey and New York that are going to be buying vacation homes or having the excess capital to be able to buy a vacation home. So I believe that's going to take the value of the Jersey Shore and drive it much higher than we see today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I agree, and like you said, your people are always, I should have bought 10 years. I bought 10 years too late, right?
Yeah, like show me where that isn't the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Show me if the only time you lose money in real estate is when you sell in a market that's considered down, and down markets only last for so long until they come back up. But over time, real estate's always appreciated.
I saw this phenomenon come on, really during COVID, where people's homes in Pennsylvania were worth more than their homes in Jersey Shore.
Right.
And then sometime, I don't know, around 2020, 2021, it started, they were at the same value. Then all of a sudden, their shore house is worth sometimes double their home in their primary home.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, Central Jersey. It's crazy. What would you say? Like, what really drove the shore prices, really in the last half decade?
Well, you hit the nail on the head when you mentioned COVID. So now we have people that are like, wait a minute, I don't need to be in the office. I could just live in my shore house. Now we have more people not only buying real estate, but now they're coming here and living year round. So COVID changed the whole dynamic. People are able to live at the shore, and maybe if they're in Manhattan or they're in Philadelphia, they'll go to their office one day. It's reverse, where they used to be in their office 4 or 5 days, come down the shore for the weekend. That's changed. So it's where people are able to work from. And they're realizing I'd rather work when I get to go walk on the beach in the morning or look at my view at the bay than sitting in the city.
Who wouldn't?
Right.
Yeah, the Jersey Shore sells itself. There's not, you really don't have to sell the area at all, which is nice. Anything else you want to go over? I mean, you have so many tokens here, and I know I want to, get this footage out to the viewers and potentially other realtors who are maybe looking to make a switch, or maybe someone is looking to list their shore home. Maybe they're moving to Florida or they're getting out of the area. Was there any message you want to give to, general people out there?
Sure. Well, I think you're going to be meeting a couple of our high-producing team leaders today.
Yes.
And they have a lot of good information to share with you, and they're some of the best in the business. Matter of fact, our agents that we have are some of the best in the business. So if there is an agent that's looking, I just invite them to call me personally. Love to meet with them. Have a cup of coffee, go out to lunch, and I could tell them more in depth what we have to offer here at Keller Williams, Jersey Shore. And that's it. Yeah, they could call me anytime.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it today, and looking forward to sending you the final revised copy.
Yeah, great.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Good?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.